say, there is one small question I wanted to ask from all of you. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं लगा ना आप लोग को कि when I'm on break, maybe she became monk? Because I did not. You might have felt like that. मेरी बातों से, from observing my last videos कि अरे, she's on the different track now. She must be going on some different journey, spiritual journey. She might have become monk. और आपको लगा होगा मेरा comeback ऐसा होगा पूरा monk getup में. Well, it's not true. I was on few trips, business trips, and I was just sorting out few stuff, and then I was feeling like I should record, but I felt no. If I'll record now, then I will not have this line of saying ki maybe I become monk, but actually I didn't. So that's why I preserved this video. So I hope you all have been enjoying your life meanwhile. What special do I have to say in this video is nothing special, to be very honest. It can be a BTS video also, where I'll be just doing a chit chat or doing all the bakwas, which you can definitely listen, but it's not gonna make sense. You can just amuse yourself by watching this video. But yeah, and most of the time you will be seeing me saying, when I will not have anything to say, I will be saying, yeah. And just like I already said 2-3 times, and it just doesn't make sense. This one is also going to repeat, just like, yeah. So, what funky thing I did in last few days? I think the most funkiest thing I did in last few days is just I brainwashed myself. I brainwashed myself completely. Maybe related to it's related to my life goals. It is related to the direction of my life. Related to everything. I brainwashed myself. Maybe I ended every limit that was there in my brain, which said that you cannot chase this particular thing, and I was like, no, I wanna do it. So I had kind of a wrestling with myself, with my brain all the time. In last 2 weeks, I've been fighting continuously with my brain, where we've been just discussing that what feels impossible, and whatever the list came out by my brain, which my brain said it's impossible, I picked all of it and said, I'm gonna do it. Now this will be our target list. So, and out of them, most of are so funky, so stupid, I would say, and so out of this planet items I have on the list. But these few weeks also helped me to analyze this thing, ki how silly we are to think ki we are so small people and we should think small and we should build small. But in reality, when you actually wonder about these all things and you take that one step, then you realize ki, oh damn, there is no such limit. This is what exactly happened with me. When I started sorting out my thoughts, I felt like, no, these things will never be on my list because it seems so impossible to achieve. But when I brainstormed those things with my mind, I realized that there is nothing like impossible, because it might look like that how it's going to happen. But on the same time, when I wondered about it and when I worried about those impossible things, so-called impossible things, you won't believe solutions came up from out of the blue, and I started getting the solution on those all problems, which simply meant ki what we think as a problem is not actually a problem. All we have to do is just put all of them together and then cry about them one by one, and then cry to that extent. When I'm saying crying, it doesn't actually mean weeping. No, it simply means that wondering and thinking about a particular step in your goal list, and then trying to sort those things out in order to find the solution. This is what I mean by crying. It's not a typical crying with the teary eyes and flowing down on your cheeks. By the way, I have a very good storytelling quality with me, because I used to read a lot of books and I also used to write, so that's why I can express the emotions in speakable manner, and in writing manner as well. That's why I said it doesn't mean having a teary eyes, tear flowing down on your cheeks, rolling down, or beads of sweat forming on the forehead. And no, it simply means just wondering about a lot for your impossible things on the list, and then trying to come up with a solution, and keep on worrying until you get a solution. This is what I did in last 2 weeks, and believe me, initially it felt that it's so impossible to achieve or to even be on my list, but eventually what happened that I grew up with those things on my list, and I realized that all that was needed is just a thought process on those things. तो होता क्या है कि what you also have to do in your life कि sometimes ना you just sit around and think around कि what can be the possible scenarios in which you can live your life, and then try to figure out कि कैसे possible है. बिकॉज सी आई कैन नॉट गिव यू द सोल्यूशन. हम सबकी लाइफ जर्नी अलग है और हम सबके एक्सपीरियंसेस बहुत अलग है. वी कैन नेवर, नो बडी कैन एक्चुअली गाइड और कैन एक्चुअली टीच यू हाउ थिंग्स शुड बी. In the end, it's you who is gonna analyze and who's gonna realize ki yeah, this is how it should be done, this is how it can be done. In the end, it's you versus you. It's a very rightly said statement when someone said that it's you versus you. They simply meant ki you that exist within you and the you that exists here, you both are going to have a conversation with each other and then come up with a solution and the list. Accordingly go into the direction. ये करना है actually आपको. So whenever you get the time in your life, I would say कि wonder about the list that you have created for yourself and upgrade it to the level जहाँ पर काफ़ी impossible चीज़ें हों आपकी लिस्ट में, और वो लिस्ट इम्पॉसिबल होने के बाद भी आप उस पर इतना सोच विचार करो उन्हें पॉसिबल करने में कि एक पॉइंट ऐसा आए कि यू फील लाइक यार इट इज़ पॉसिबल. मतलब this is what happened with me in last 2 weeks. I was wondering about so many things. I was like, I was in between the clouds of questions, and I was like, poor me, how I'm gonna deal with all of these things. But I think I've sorted out. But I wouldn't disagree the process was painful. By painful, it doesn't mean कि कोड़े बरस रहे. Nope. It simply means it was so frustrating to come up with the situations and the solutions, possible solutions. And meanwhile, I would say the quick hack which I used, of course, it didn't give me the exact solution, but it helped me a lot in sorting out my thoughts, and my information was so scattered. My mind was giving me the fragmented solutions. So I used AI to sort those things out. I used ChatGPT. These are the things, these are the possible solutions that I feel like suggest me in, or arrange this information into a organized manner, and it did help me a lot. And बोनस पॉइंट ये है कि मुझे AI यूज़ करना आ गया. एटलीस्ट आई लर्न हाउ टू राइट प्रॉम्प्ट्स टू गेट गुड रिजल्ट्स. दैट्स गुड. तो यू कैन ऑल्सो डू, आप एक काम कर सकते हो कि टाइम टू टाइम यू कैन टेक, व्हेन आई से टाइम टू टाइम, you can decide the frequency. You can take social fast. You can go on social fasting. By social fasting, I simply meant कि I simply mean ki you stay in your lane, you worry about your things, you ponder about your existing list, and then you upgrade the list to a level which almost feels impossible. Then try to come up with a solution which can back up those impossible things on your list, and then start working on it. Just preparing the list and possible solution will not bring you the solution. Work on solutions as well, and then you will find ki, oh my gosh, you actually sorted out so many things. So I hope ये सजेशन आपको हेल्प करेगा, जो कि करना चाहिए if you're watching my video completely till the end, of course. So are you alright? Out of the blue, I was just trying to ask ki, are you alright? Are you alright? It just a random reel popped up in my head and I just said it, so I said it. Ignore that. You understood my message, right? Focus on that. आसपास का जितना भी बकवास I did, you can focus on that also, because वो बकवास was also so nice. At least that's what I believe. You should also believe in that. So thank you so much for watching this video filled with a lot of bakwas, but with life-changing strategy as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great, 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 grand life ahead. Bye bye.